So today we are going to discuss about computer networks. The first thing is computer networking. What is computer networking? Computer networking is a network of a computer, or we can say that when many computers are connected with each other by using some many media, communication media, then it's called computer networking. Or we can define as it is a simply network which is a collection of hardware components that computer interconnected for the communication purpose. They can share their resources and information as well. So it is very important that we have any computer network so that we can use the resources and information of another persons also. The applications of networks, there are different applications of the networks. Resource sharing, like hardware and software, we can share our resources, disk, printer, as well as application software with the another person by using the networks. Information sharing, we can also share our files, database, image, pics, and other type of database also by using the networks. It is also capable to share the searches also, like www.google.com and anything else you have using, then you can also share that also. Communications, it allows to make a communication between different peoples by using this network, like emails and message broadcast. It is also used for the remote computing, when a person use a system from a far away distance is called remote computing. Okay, now distributing processing also. Now, main advantages of the network is file sharing. You can share any files with another person. Resource sharing, as we had discussed in the previous slide, we can also share our resources like hardware and software resources also. It increases storage capacity. When you are using the different resources of other people, then it definitely increase your storage capacity also. Increase cost efficiency, you have not to buy anything for you. You can use your friends things or colleagues by using the networks. There are also some disadvantage also of this network. The security is sometimes it's not so much secure that your data, maybe sometime you can lose it or lost it, or you can say that any person can get it your data by the network, using network. And the second is the rapid spread of computer virus. If you are giving the access to the other persons, then sometimes it's happened that the other systems virus come to the your virus. Expenses setup, when you are making a setup for the company or another else work, then you have to expense a lot. Dependency of the main file server, they are sometimes fully dependent on the server, there how much you can access the another systems. So these are the some of the disadvantages of the computer networks. Let's talk about the transmission media. There are three types of transmission. It may be a simplex, half duplex, and full duplex. Let's see what is simplex transmission. A simplex communication refers to the communications that occur in one direction only. It means when a sender can only send the data to the receiver, but receiver can't send the data to the sender. Then it is called one direction. Means only one person can send the data to another, and other people can't send the data to the sender. As ANSI defined that a simple circuit is one where all signals are flow in one direction. These systems are often employed in the broadcast network, where the receiver do not need to send any data back to transmitter broadcast. Okay, for example, we can say that radio broadcast, television broadcast, keyboard to CPU communications, and one-way communication from a launcher to the guide missiles. So as you see, when you are watching TV, then channel display you some informations like any serials, but you can't uh, give an information or send information to the broadcaster. Similarly, you can input the data from the keyboard but you to the CPU, but you can't get the data from CPU to keyboard. So this is the example of one direction. So it's called simplex. So these are few example pictures of simplex. You can see it on the screen. First is television, second is missile, and third is radio. Half duplex. Half duplex is like just like a simplex, but here we can send data from sender to receiver and receiver to sender. Means there is two-way communications. Means every person can send the data to the another. So medium can access by the both the sender and the receiver also. But there is a protocol that one system can send use the medium at one time. Means if one is person is sending the data, then another have to wait for the free of the channel, or we can say that if one is sending the data, you are not able to send the data back to him or another data to him. You have to wait until he send you data completely, then after you can send the your data to the another person. For example, walkie talkie is the best example of the half duplex. When one person is using the walkie talkie, the another have to just listen, and after the completing the first person, then the second person speaks on it. Another example is the fax machine. Let's discuss about full duplex. Full duplex is a communications when both sender and receiver send the data simultaneously. Means when a person is sending the data, you can also send the data at that time also. In half duplex, if one is sending, you have to wait, but in full duplex you don't have to wait, you can just send the data at that time also. So it is a best communication medium which is used to make a communication between different devices. But there simplex and half duplex are also important. When we need the simplex way, then we don't use the full duplex. For example, in broadcasting, if we are broadcasting something, then we have to use the simplex method. Otherwise the broadcast is for the many people, and many people if send the data at the same time to us, then it may be difficult to handle it. So that time simplex is good. But full duplex is used to where when every person want to communicate with each other at a time. Means every person can send data to each other at a simultaneous time. So for example of the full duplex is the landline or our phone. They are the best example to analyze that how full duplex work. Thank you.